Hello everyone, this is Brad Broughton, Executive Director of Business Development for Intergraph Process Power and Marine. And today I will be introducing you to one of the H2O solution modules, the H2O Information Management Solution for Dam Owners and Operators, or H2O IMFO for short. This solution is powered by Intergraph's Smart Plant Enterprise for Owner-Operators. This presentation will briefly introduce you to H2O Information Management for Owner-Operators. During this presentation, we'll discuss industry challenges and business drivers that require owner-operators to implement improved work processes throughout the facility lifecycle. We'll describe the vital role that an asset information management system plays in support of these work processes. We'll introduce the mission and functionality of our H2O IMFO solution and discuss how it fits with your existing asset management landscape. We'll explain how our solutions are designed for rapid, low-cost implementation to provide a fast return on investment, and we'll summarize the benefits of H2O IMFO. So let's begin by taking a quick look at the overall business environment that dam owners and operators are facing. Dam owners and operators around the world face similar challenges. Some of these are in the form of external pressures, such as increased pressure from regulatory authorities and a higher focus on safety and emergency preparedness. At the same time, dam owners and operators are confronting similar internal challenges, such as maintenance of aging assets and a difficulty in finding qualified resources. These common challenges can result in very real impacts to the business. These include higher fines, penalties, insurance rates, higher costs of shutdowns and modifications, and increasing cost of compliance, just to name a few. Every department, discipline, and individual has a role to play in responding to these business challenges. Complex work processes such as process safety management, asset integrity management, and management of change require a lot of collaboration between the various roles and disciplines. In response, most dam owners and operators have launched an initiative to break down historical barriers between departments and foster improved communication and cooperation. But frequently, each discipline still relies on its own departmental system for tracking asset-related information. And these multiple versions of the truth can lead to redundant and conflicting data, communication disconnects, and even finger-pointing between departments when something goes wrong. So now let's quickly look at the role that an asset lifecycle information management system can play to help address this situation. Dams today must adhere to numerous laws and regulations, standards, and policies, both internal and external. In an effort to comply with these standards, companies establish work processes which must be rigorously followed. Some examples are management of change, process hazard assessment, procedures for compliance audits, and of course, careful documentation of operating procedures. These processes all require ready access to accurate, complete, high-quality information about the physical asset. And this information can take many forms: documents, models, drawings, schematics, data sheets. Having all of this information available at any time to anyone who needs it requires a centralized system to handle the collection, management, and distribution of asset information throughout its life cycle. So why is good asset information management so difficult to achieve? Within any complex facility, there is a huge amount of engineering information available across various pieces of documentation. These can include 2D diagrams, 3D models, documents, data, reports, all of which can be used to describe the current configuration of the facility. We call this collection of information the engineering design basis. The trouble is, in all but the newest facilities, you typically find conflicts and gaps in the engineering information about any given asset. Which document is correct? And when you pull all of this information together in one place and make sure that it is rationalized and harmonized and properly maintained, you create a virtual asset that accurately describes the configuration of the physical asset. The virtual asset that completely and accurately reflects the physical facility is only valuable if it is harnessed to achieve business benefits throughout the life cycle. All owners and operators have the same fundamental business objectives: to reduce CapEx and OpEx expenditures, deliver projects more quickly, increase uptime of facilities, reduce health, safety, security, and environmental risks, and to be able to demonstrate compliance to regulatory authorities across the entire life cycle. H2O IMFO supports owners and operators in achieving these objectives by providing work processes that support all phases of the facility life cycle, including project execution, such as stakeholder interface management, project management of change, the operational readiness phase with processes such as mechanical completion and commissioning, the operations and maintenance phase with processes such as facility management of change and managing documents like system operating manuals, and the life cycle information processes that are common across the facility life cycle. For example, document transmittal management and management of engineering registers. Now, these processes are in themselves nothing new. Every owner-operator today undertakes these tasks, but generally by employing isolated point solutions. What H2O IMFO offers is a comprehensive set of pre-configured work processes in a common environment, and they're tightly integrated with each other and with the underlying virtual asset. The processes highlighted in green are the ones that are currently available out of the box in H2O IMFO. So using H2O IMFO as the asset information system of record to support these work processes both leverages and maintains the virtual asset. This trustworthy information is used by people in your organization to drive more effective execution and better decisions, which in turn has a powerful impact on your business. So now let's talk about the H2O IMFO product offering. H2O IMFO is comprised of a number of solutions that each contain pre-configured work processes. The first four solutions that are shown here address the specific parts of the facility lifecycle. Project execution addresses key processes for successful project delivery to avoid cost and schedule overruns. Systems completion focuses on the transition from the project, from construction to operations. The operating plant module focuses on managing change and inspections during the OpEx phase of the facility lifecycle. And the requirements management and traceability solution enables individual requirements in laws, regulations, and standards to be identified and linked to how those requirements are actually fulfilled in the facility design basis and configuration. H2O IMFO Core manages the engineering design basis, including tags, models, assets, and documents, and all the intelligent schematic diagrams, laser scans, vendor documents. It gives you a common platform for all the other solutions. Handing over information and populating operations systems from projects and legacy systems is a very complex and costly process. H2O IMFO offers three complementary solutions to assist in this information transition. Fusion is a solution that processes unstructured information, like PDF files, CAD files, etc. VTL is a solution for validating structured information from engineering registers and uses a set of business rules to validate the information before loading into H2O IMFO core. And finally, handover specifically addresses incremental and final handover between two similarly configured H2O IMFO solutions. Finally, H2O IMFO mobile apps provide a mechanism to take subsets of information and documentation into a briefcase where information and documentation, including 3D models and TrueView laser scans, can be viewed and navigated offline. Information can also be captured in the field and uploaded to H2O IMFO when network connectivity is available. As we've said, in order to be of practical value to the organization, asset information must be accessible to users when and where they need it. H2O IMFO addresses this requirement by providing a diverse set of user interface options. First, the desktop client offers rapid access to key information and full access to functionality. This interface will typically be used by your power users who create and maintain information. The thin client web portal interface can be easily tailored to specific users' needs. This is typically used by the majority of users that just need to query, view, and print information and perhaps follow some workflow steps. The mobile apps, as we've mentioned, allow you to download selected information and documentation into work packages that can then be taken offline on a Windows tablet or laptop. Field engineers can also use the mobile apps to make markups, execute tasks, conduct inspections, record notes, take photographs, and once network connectivity is available, they can upload all of that data from the device in a simple one-click operation. And finally, TrueView is a revolutionary tool from our sister company, Leica Geosystems, that can optionally be used with H2O IMFO. TrueView offers the most intuitive user interface of all. It allows workers to navigate using photorealistic, panoramic, laser-scanned image of the facility. The solution lets users pan and zoom, create markups, and create hotspots and links on the image with the related information. Best of all, TrueView can be used in conjunction with the mobile apps, bringing an unprecedented level of speed, ease, and accuracy to facility floor operations. So to summarize, how does H2O IMFO go about delivering real business results? It all starts with providing a rich repository of high-quality asset information and maintaining that engineering design basis through each stage of the asset lifecycle. Giving all departments access to the same information about the facility eliminates competing views of the truth and fosters better collaboration and communication. H2O IMFO's built-in workflow engine ensures that each step of each work process is completed, documented, and retained for future reference. H2O IMFO also offers a variety of standard management reports, and additional reports can be created as required. The solution maintains an audit trail of all changes to the engineering design basis. And lastly, H2O IMFO doesn't operate in a vacuum. It provides interoperability with both enterprise and operational systems in your asset management landscape. We'll talk a little bit more about that next. So your customers likely have a number of anchor systems in their asset management landscape in which they've invested a lot of time and effort and money. But what we often see is that each of these systems has its own database of asset-related information. And often there's been little effort to rationalize conflicting and overlapping information. Each system operates in its own silo. As the single source of truth for information about the engineering design basis, H2O IMFO can provide access to high-quality information about the virtual asset to the other systems that require it. So now let's talk about how our proven implementation methodology can limit risk and accelerate time to value. First, H2O IMFO comes with a set of pre-configured work processes. These processes are based on the experience of working with more than 500 customers that have deployed smart plant information management technologies over the last 10 years or so. These work processes are documented by multi-level diagrams that explain each process with embedded media files. And they offer a great starting point that can be configured quickly to meet the needs of a specific customer. The next time to value accelerator is our fast track methodology for implementation. Fast track provides a fixed, tightly scoped package of services to deliver an implementation quickly. Within 60 days from the start of implementation, the fast track of H2O IMFO Core can be completed with sample customer data included, training, and on-site testing completed. So let's wrap it up by focusing on the business benefits associated with H2O IMFO. We've seen H2O IMFO deliver benefits for our customers in three major areas: the reduction of risk, reduction of CapEx cost, and the reduction of operating costs. To help your customers achieve value from H2O IMFO, we really need to understand their specific challenges and needs. The more we know about their specific business objectives, the more we can tailor the implementation project to help them hit their goals. So in summary, dam managers are facing a business environment that is becoming more regulated, more competitive, and more complex year over year. They're also being challenged with ever more complex work processes in critical areas like process safety management and asset integrity. But disconnects between people, processes, and systems leads to inconsistent results. To get to the next level, they need a central repository of asset information that everyone can trust. H2O IMFO was created to maintain the integrity of the engineering design basis and to support common work processes in each stage of the asset lifecycle. This is a proven solution which can be implemented quickly and can start delivering value to your customers. So thank you very much for your time and attention, and please contact me if you have any questions.